we got
a lot of things going on in 2020, man. It's NBA players just had was a walkout and a walk back in.
Yeah.
They skipped school and came back to school in the same day.
You know, the NBA players, to me, man, they had
I ain't knocking it though.
Nah, man, I'm not knocking what they did. I just think with the NBA and what we need to start doing as Black Americans, and one thing we can learn from studying our ancestors, studying the garbage and stuff like that, we got to start calling things what they are.
Yeah.
You know, when you start using words like boycott.
Yeah, because I
invoking
look at it like
a word.
It's a strike. Because I don't know.
Yeah,
if it was
I mean, it was a day off. Technically, the correct term would have been it was a mental wellness day.
Yeah.
That's what happened. NBA players took a mental wellness day.
Yeah.
But when you start calling things boycott, when you start calling things, you know, a nation, you know what I'm saying, a movement, those words meant something really different. Like when we're going back to the garbage type, it really waters down. And I think we don't know one thing about learning our history that's done to me is really empowered and really kind of put me back in the driver's seat of my own destiny, because I realize what I come from.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a good point.
Going back to your earlier point on language or whatever, I think this is a generation where we use a lot of things loosely, especially to me, like one thing that I've always cringed when I hear people call themselves activists in the last 10 years, especially in the social media era, and all they did is type some words on the social media platform, and then they claim or put the title of activist on themselves like that. That rubs me a certain type of way, especially knowing there are a lot of organizations and people who've been on the ground for a lot of years, day in and day out.
Yeah, it's like you can't just call yourself a doctor without having some kind of certification or something to let people know, okay, you official with it, or a scholar.
Yeah, I would never call myself a scholar. You know what I'm saying? I might have just on some, you know, ego talking stuff, you know, rapping might, but like to really sit and say I'm a scholar, you know, because that means something. You know, I don't even really know what intellectual means, like enough to really try to say to them one, you know, like, you know, main thing I refer to myself more than anything else is a student. That's the only thing that I'm fully qualified, you know.
Yeah, student of the universe,